Homelessness is certainly something many of us can empathize with, but certainly none of us ever want to experience for ourselves. Living on the streets, begging for scraps for handouts just to get something to eat, or finding a place to sleep, or even just someplace to rest your head for even just half an hour and just get out of the brutal sunlight. It's a sad and sobering part of life that many of us have seen. Whether you're living in the city or even in the suburbs, homelessness is rampant across this country and around the world. Shane Ryan points his camera and bluntly and almost in a documentary style presents us a situation where one girl is forced to live on the streets, and unflinchingly he points his camera and follows this young girl as she tries to survive, and what the streets, spending time on the streets alone, has done to her. The film was written and stars Kay Lynette. The film was also co-written by Shane Ryan, and it's a rather very sobering and depressing film that follows a young girl at 15 who is gang raped, becomes pregnant, and then is kicked to the curb and put out on the street by her father because of the embarrassment to the family. And Ryan follows her life as she struggles to find a place to stay, and then the film later on picks up not long after, and we discover that she's still on the streets, doing everything she can, from including prostitution and bathing in unused park showers, just to stay clean and just to earn some money to just to live. It's a very sad and depressing story, and it's presented very matter of factly, and it's never pointing fingers. It's just basically showing how this young girl has grown. Sadly, through this situation, she has grown, and despite her situation, she is still able to appreciate life itself. There's a very poignant moment where she's down on the beach and she's able to take in a sunset, or just watch the waves rolling in, and still appreciate the smaller things, even though she knows she's in a bleak situation where she doesn't know where she's going to live, or whether or not she's going to eat that night. What Ryan accomplishes along with Lynette basically gives some story and gives a face and character to this sad real life situation. That'll probably give you a pause for the next time you see a homeless person, and wonder just what is their story, what put them in this situation that they're in. And it's a well directed, well told film that sadly has no real answers, and just like life itself, life goes on. You just have to make do with what you have available to you, which is a sad truth that this young girl has to come to grips with, and hell, even we have to come to grips with it ourselves as we see it on the streets every day. So, Abandoned at 15, which was previously titled The Girl Who Wasn't Missing, I would have to give 3.5 stars out of 5. 3.5 stars out of 5. It's a well told and well performed tale, especially by Lynette, who ably carries this film on her shoulders. And it's a sobering and sad, depressing story that is very true to life. That probably is likely the experience that someone you see on the street. That probably is their story, or somebody else's story. So, Abandoned at 15, 3.5 stars. If you like this review, hit that like button below. Have you heard about this film? Probably under its original title, The Girl Who Wasn't Missing. Or what's your understanding of the homeless situation? I'd be curious to know, and please comment below. If you haven't already subscribed to my channel, please do so you can stay on top of my reviews as they come in. So, until next time, we'll see you at the movies.